Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukascha ekadantascha kapilo gajakarnakah. Lambodharascha vikato vignarajo vinayakah. Dhoomaketurganadhyakshah Palachandro gajananah. Vakratundah surpakarno Herambah skandapurvagah. Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnobhasantaye Yasyad Viradavaktradhya Parishadhya Parastatam Vignam Vignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamastraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine Krishnadvaipayanam Vyasam Sarvabhutahite Ratam Vedabjabhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Janmadyasya yatah anvayat itaratascha artheshu abhignah swarat tere brahma hridayah adikavaye mukhyanti yat surayah tejo varimrutam yatha vinimayo yatra sargo vrusha dhamna sena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi Dharmah Pruchida Kaitavotra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedhyam Vastavam Atravatsu Sivadam Tapatrayon Molanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikrute Kimva Parairisvaraha Sadhyo Hridi Avarudhyate Atra Krutibihi Sutrushibihi Takshanate Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam sokamukat amrita dravasam yutam Vibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasikaha bhuvi bhavukaha Narayanam namaskritya naranchaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Now with Bhagavan's grace we will continue from where we left off. Yesterday, we came up to Slokam number 11, Adhyayam 27, in Skandam 3. Bhagavan is describing Devahuti in response to her question. He said, I will teach you the Sankhya Vidya. Sankhya Vidya, the knowledge that comes through inquiry and tells about how the various things are, what their relationship is, and where Bhagavan is present in everything. So he talked about creation, how creation occurs, but he says creation is not where it is at. You must, even though your mind, buddhi and ahamkaram and everything is actually part of creation, focus on the Creator, not on the kaleidoscopic, mesmerizing attractiveness of the creation. Move away from it. And then the question comes, how to do this, not how to do this, pathways are going to be given, but the person who starts focusing his mind on Bhagavan, on the Creator, the Kshetrajna, because remember the thinking process has to be directed towards him. The Chaityam has to be, the Chittam has to be devoted, has to be diverted to her, to the Kshetrajna. Then if you do that, various Lakshanangal automatically start manifesting within that. Then with all that, Karunai, Santam, Maitram, Atmavan, Atmavate, self-control, then not be concerned, not be attached to anything in the world, right? And understanding and knowing the relationship between Creator and creation, everything. and always thinking about Bhagavan. So all this, and then he transcends the three levels of experiences of waking state, the Jagrata Avasthai, then the dreaming state, the Sapna Avasthai, and the deep sleep experience, the Sushupti Avasthai. He transcends, goes beyond that. And then his experience is something where he's actually a witness in all this, he's beyond all this. Then with the mind, purified mind, fully focused, because he has no enemies, because he has no enemitic feelings towards anybody, therefore he has no enemies. Then he attains with this purified mind, and how our physical eyes, the eyesight that we have, the external eyesight that we have, that with that eyesight, how we see the sun, like that, is purified mind and purified intellect with this established in Bhagavan. He sees this Kshetrajna and Advayam Pratipadyate. He attains it. Not only he sees it, and then he Jnatum, Drashtum, Pravesishtum, knowing, experiencing, and entering, merging in the oneness, giving up the feeling of separation. Okay, that is an ahamkaram, right? That has got to go. Then there is no two. That stage he attains up to that point he became. Now, how is that? What exactly happens? He gives an example very beautifully. And then the next few slokams are, in one sense, from an understanding point of view, they are not that difficult, but with the clarity. And at the same time, that from an understanding point of view, they can also be a little bit confusing, a little bit complex. It's both. Okay? But Bhagavan says he will give us the clarity. Now, understanding is one thing, but knowing it is something else. And all I'm doing here with Bhagavan's grace is to share an understanding and maybe a bit of whatever experiences Bhagavan has given me, and with his grace. That's all. But this thing cannot be shared or talked about. But the clarity, I'm sure, that Swami will take care, and he will make sure he'll clarify whatever doubts you may have and all that, and remove all confusions in the minds of the listeners today. And that's my prayer to him, which I know he will fulfill, because it is grace only that we are doing this. The example that he gives following, the coming examples, are very important to understand where on earth is it Kshetrajna. Where? What is exactly happening? You're talking about the creator, but I see only creation. But I forget it's the creator that is really looking at the creation. But how is he looking at the creation? If there is only one entity, there's only creator, how come there are so many things happen? And for that, Bhagavan very beautifully explained, hey, listen, this is all nothing but a reflection. But what is a reflecting medium? For go to the bathroom, I look at myself, my reflection I see in the mirror. But what is a reflecting medium here? Where the creator is seen. The reflecting medium is ahamkaram. So from the mirror, I see my image, my reflection. Then I know, oh my God, this is a reflection. And therefore, where is the original? That reflection points me to the original, isn't it? Think about it very carefully. The mirror is important because the mirror is the one that reflects. And because of that reflection, that points me to the original object or subject or whatever it could be. So that is the example given is when you see the reflection on a wall. So, we all have seen this. When the sun is shining and it shines on some water, and that immediately you can see the thing on the wall, right? And when we see it, immediately what? Oh my God! So that is the water that is actually moving like this. So that reflection on the wall points us to the water. But then, the moment I look at the water, oh my God, it's a sun shining in the water that is actually causing this. So that is pointing me to the sun. Like that, this whole creation, the various things are all just a reflection on the mirror of my ahamkaram. If there's no ahamkaram, there's no creation. Simple. There's no reflection. There's no mirror, there's no reflection. So the fact that what is the use of the ahamkaram? Ahamkaram is not bad. Everything in Bhagavan's creation is only good only. It gives only a beautiful purpose it has got. Everything has got beautiful purpose to take me back home. So the tool ahamkaram, when I look at the creation, so many ways it's happening. See, what is this? And then it's happening because of the ahamkaram. I see all these various things. Therefore, what is the original thing? Then it points me to that Kshetrajna. That is the role of ahamkaram. That is putting it in a very, very brief way. And let us go to the Padarthangal now. Number 12. Yatha jalastha abhasaha sthalastena avadrusyate swabhasena tata suryaha jalastena divi sthitaha. So, number 12. Yatha, in which way? Jalastaha abhasaha, jalastaha, in the water, the abhasaha, the reflection of the sun, sthalastena avadrusyate. Sthalastena, like sthalam means something firm, like a wall or something, where the reflection of the water that is showing on the wall, that points us to, when I look at it, as I explained, as I talked about, back to the, oh my God, it is the water that is moving, the reflection I see on the wall, and then the water, oh, it's because the sun is shining there, the sunlight and the sun, the image of the sun in the water, and that points me to the sun. Like that, avadrusyate, how it is seen, tata, the same way, jalastena swabhasena, so, the same way, jalastena, in the water, swabhasena, by its own reflection, divistitaha, the one that is present in the sky, the sun, suryaha, is known. Suryaha avadrusyate. So the reflection on the water from the water on the wall takes me to the water. Then once I look at the water, swabhasena, the surya is shining. The reflection of the surya, the sun, is shining in the water, and that reflection takes me to the surya. Okay, the same way. So this is an example he has given. Upamanam. Yevam trivrit ahamkaraha bhuta indriya mano mayaihi swabhasaihi lakshitaha anena sadabhasena satyadrike. Number 13. Evam, in the same way, bhuta indriya manomayaihi. Bhutam, my body. Indriyam, senses. Manaha, manas. Manomayahi, all these, the senses, the mind, the body, etc. Swabhasaihi, the reflection of the Atma. Swabhasaihi. Abhasaihi. Swa is the Swayam, the owner, the indra, the Kshetrajna, the one entity. The same way, the reflection of the Suryan is shining in the water. All these manas, indriyangal, everything, they are all only reflecting the Atma that we all say, one Atma that we all that connecting all of us, present in all of us. Now that Swabhasaihi, what happens? That is trivrit ahamkaraha. The trivrit means the three gunas. Ahamkaram has got three gunas. We saw that, right? So ahamkaram, trivrit ahamkaraha, the three lakshanangal, the three impulses of the ahamkaram. Ahamkaram Lakshitaha, ahankara lakshitaha, the various things in the creation. See, when I say lakshanam, immediately say characteristics, qualities, differentiating features. So many ways we can understand it. Lakshanam. What makes it separate, looking separate from everything else, right? But what gives the feeling of separation? One of the gunas of my own ahamkaram. That's all. Depending on my mood, if I'm angry, I look at a thing a certain way. If I'm peaceful, I look at it differently. For example, I'm giving, same way, every kshanam, every moment, this ahamkaram, the three gunas pertaining to the ahamkaram gives these various reflections. And the reflections are the reflections of the one Atma. Okay? I hope that's clear. Then, sadabhasena, through those reflections, okay, sadabhasena, the various reflections, the various appearances in the world, Sahasrashirsha Purushaha, Sahasrakshas, Sahasrapad, is what it means. Everything I see is only a reflection of the Atma within me, conditioned, modified, edited, limited by my own ahamkara tendencies at that moment. But only one Atma. But I see it differently. So please understand. So all these are the reflection of that one. Anena Sathya. With that, various things that points me back to the original, which is the Sathya Atma. The same way, the reflection of the sun in the water points to the sun. The same way, a reflection of the water on the wall points to the water, and then from the water, I see it is the sun that is shining there, and then I look at the sun. All these various reflections of one Atma, the Atma that is me, that I see points to the Atma only. And the reflecting takes place because of the three gunas, the three impulses of the ahamkaram. That is Slokam number 13. 14, 15, and 16, we will take it up together, and we may go over a few minutes in our allotted time. Bear with me, because this is all one continuous, in English we call it as a statement, one continuous description. Bhuta Sukshma Indriya Manaha Buddhyadishu Iha Nidraya Lineshu Asati Yaha Tatra Vinidraha Nirahankriyaha. That is Slokam number 14. When I am in the deep state of sleep, deep sleep, all of us go through that every night. With my consciousness about the body, the mind, and the senses, all the elements of my own personality, whatever personalities I have, right, whatever, everything, they're all absent. They dissolve into nothingness. And the Atma remains without the sense of any ahamkaram, no sense of, no I sense, no individuality. In deep sleep, this is what happens to all of us. But I know I'm present there, because when I woke up, I know I slept very well. And I know it was very peaceful, very blissful, but I cannot go beyond that. All I know is that I was there. That's all. But everything else is absent. That is Slokam number 14, because beautifully Bhagavan is describing, okay, where this Atma is present in us. Bhuta Sukshma Indriya, the body and Indriyangal and mind and Buddhi, Mano Buddhyadishu, all these, okay, Nidraya, during the sleep, deep sleep, Iha Asati, Lineshu, Iha, this Asati means completely dissolved into nothingness. That Lineshi, when it is dissolved like that, Tatra, at that time, Vinitraha, one who is without sleep. one who is present, always is awake. Nirahankriyaha, without any sense of I, without any I sense. Okay, that person is present. Nirahankriya vinigraha nirahankriyaha. Right? We all know that in deep sleep. Now the sentence continues, but breaking it up between the various slokas. Number 15. Manyamanaha tat atmanam anashtaha nashtavat mrisha nashte aham karane drishta nashtavitta iva aturaha. Manyamanaha tadatmanam anashtaha nashtavat mrisha nashte aham karane drishta nashtavitta iva aturaha. Now, that person without sleep, without eye sense is present. Okay? Now, aham karane nashte. When this eye sense is dissolved, is destroyed, is absent, drashta, the one, the original seer, we call it the everlasting, ever-present witness. In our limited language, we use the word. Bhagavan is amazing, beautiful. There is not a shanam, not even the slightest amount of time, even beyond time, when Bhagavan is not looking at me or looking at you. Without blinking eyelids, very important. Animishtaha is the word we say in Sahasranam. Okay, beautiful. Without blinking is not even a blink of an eye. Completely looking at me. Bhagavan is looking. So, Drashta, the original seer, Nashtavitaha Aturaha iva anashtaha. Okay, this is the English sentence, and so I put these words together. Nashtavitaha, one lost is wealth. Okay, Nashtavitaha. Vittam means basically in this case wealth. Nashtam is loss. Aturaha iva. Then once he loses money, oh my God, I myself am destroyed. I'm completely gone. That's the way people think. See, one beautiful thing to remember here, a very important teaching from Swami. You see, when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. When character is lost, everything is lost. Please remember that. So coming back to the slokam, Nashtavitaha Aturaha iva. When somebody loses their wealth, immediately thinks, oh my God, I have lost everything, I'm completely destroyed and gone. That's the way they think. But this drashta, the original seer, the vinitraha, nirahankriyaha, drashta, anashtaha, that there is no decrease in him, there is no loss in him. Because he is constant. Purnam adaha, purnam idam, purnat, purnam rachyate, purnasya, purnam adaya, purnameva vasishyate. Always full, no decrease, no increase. That entity. Okay? Fine. But who is this person who thinks that I have lost everything when you lose the money? Think. Even though there is, Atma is unchangeless. No decrease, no increase, nothing constant, always total, always full, Purnam. But there is something in me that says, oh my God, I have lost everything when I lose money. So that kada atmanam vrusha nashtavat manyamanaha. At that time, the one who thinks, the energy behind that thinking, the entity behind the thinking that I have lost, tada atmanam, at that time about myself, mrisha, wasted, I have lost everything, nashtavat, I am completely destroyed, manyamanaha, this way one person is thinking. Next slokam, evam pratyavamrusya asau atmanam pratipadhyate saha ahamkarasya dravyasya yaha avasthanam anugraha. Evam pratyavamrusya asau atmanam pratipadhyate saha ahamkarasya dravyasya yaha avasthanam anugraha. Asau, that entity. Yaha who sahankarasya, saha ahamkarasya, that sahamkarasya means saha ahamkarasya. Along with the ahamkaram, various actions are done. Ahamkaram, actions are done, and also both the actions as well as the cause for the actions. Okay, one that yaha who is sahamkarasya dravyasya anugraha, one who blesses, under whose anugraham the various actions and the causes of the various actions due to the ahamkaram that we all have, that is taking place. That yavan, that who avasthanam, also in whom everything is established. He is also the one, the ahamkaram causes all this, but even ahamkaram is established in him only. That avasthanam, evam pratyevam, in this way. Which way? He is the drashta, he is the vinidraha, he is niraham karaha, niraham kriyaha, the slokam says. And he is anashtaha, there is no loss in him. This person who is present, who is actually making me think that I have lost something, I'm this, etc., but there's no change in him. And making me think like this is also my own thoughts become the actions, my own actions, and the causes for further actions also. And all these are actually established in him only. That person, evam pratyavamrasya, knowing him this way. Whatever happens to me, anityam asukam lokam imam lokam prapya bhajasvamam. This is what Swami says in Bhagavad Gita. Anityam asukam imam lokam. Everything is impermanent. Everything is temporary. It's always full of misery only. Okay, this lokam is only that. Prapya, go beyond that. Mam bhajasva, love me, think of me. Okay, so that you got to know him. All the creation, everything, the karyangal and karanamgal, everything is all temporary. There is a permanent entity that is always awake, that has absolutely no loss and no sense of ahamkaram at all, no sense of body attachment. It is there. It is always witnessing, always watching, always seeing. And that, knowing that, atmanam pratipadhyate, atmanam. Now, this something that is different from the seen. The seer is different from the seen. I attach myself to whatever I see. I attach myself to whatever I hear. I hear a gossip, I immediately attach myself to that. I think I'm part of it. No. I see something beautiful or ugly or whatever. I immediately attach myself to the beauty or the ugliness or whatever. No. The seer is different from the seen. The creator is different from the creation. Evam pratyavamrasya, understanding that this entity is constant, is beyond all this. Atmanam, the entity, the seer within me that is different from the seen. There is drishyam, drashta. Drishyam means something that is seen. Drashta is a seer. I am not seeing anything. I am not speaking now. It's very important. I am not hearing. The one who sees, the one who speaks, the one who hears, that is the ever constant, changeless entity, Kshetrajna. So, Atmanam, the Pratyavamusya, knowing it that this is different from everything in this creation, Atmanam Pratipadyate, the Kshetrajna, he knows. Pratipadyate, he knows. He attains. So, this is what Bhagavan says in these three slokangal. We'll use the three slokangal again, the Bhuta Sukshma. Yata Jalasya. Okay. 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'll read now. Evam Trivrit Ahamkaraha Bhuta Indriya Manomayaihi Swabhasaihi Lakshitaha Anena Sadabhasena Satyadrika. Anena, different from, always remember. Bhuta Sukshma Indriya Manaha Buddhyatishu Iha Nidraya Lineshu Asati Yaha Tatra Vinidraha Niraham Kriyaha Manyamanaha Tadatmanam Anashtaha Nashtavat Mrusha Nashte Aham Karane Drashta Nashtavitta Iva Aturaha Evam Pratyavamrasya Asau Atmanam Pratipadhyate Saha Sahankarasya Dravyasya Yaha Avasthanam Anugraha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santik Santik Santihi. Harihi Om.